I just want to make all of you aware that Fat Tuesday, aka Mardi Gras, falls on the same day as the solar eclipse in Aquarius. Now that's February 17th, and this eclipse will preview some of the energy to expect from July 26, 2026 through March 26, 2028. That's when the nodal axis shifts from the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, to the North Node in Aquarius, South Node in Leo. So let's not forget the religious and spiritual intent of Fat Tuesday. Okay, my people find it a day to laissez le bon temps rouler in celebration, where those who partake indulge in one final day before the fasting season of Lent, which commences on Ash Wednesday. Now, anticipate a huge purge of energy this eclipse season as very final cycles come to a close and we all collectively step into a new era. Who you are today is not who you will be when the nodes shift this summer. Let me explain why so you can frame your mental space around this purge. Remember, Pluto already shifted signs into Aquarius, which is the sign that will rule this new era in 2024, and it's going to remain there until 2044. Now, Neptune has finally moved to Aries for good until 2038, and that happened January 26th. Now, on February 13th, Saturn will officially step into the sign of Aries until April 12th, 2028. Uranus is now direct, right? It's still in the sign of Taurus, but as of February 3rd, it's direct after being in retrograde since the end of last year. The only reason it's relevant is because that planet will move into the sign of Gemini for good on April 25th, and it's going to stay there till 2032. So by the end of April, all of the generational planets will have shifted to a new sign where they will remain for the next 7 to 18 years. I lead with this to say things are about to feel new for a while, so sit tight. This is universal, global, collective energy. We've all got places to go, so be patient. Regardless of your spiritual or religious beliefs, you're likely to feel like you're in a spiritual fast and like you're being reborn heavily, at least through the month of April. Think about the next time these planets will move signs so you really understand how rare it is that you'll find all of them shifting within the same couple of years like we're currently experiencing. And this is all happening in eclipse season as well. So let's get back to Mardi Gras eclipse season. February 2026, this month is being referred to by astrological experts as a rare cosmic reset. And there is also this month a planetary parade. Y'all, not the universe wanted to run some floats. Following Fat Tuesday's solar eclipse, we want to pay close attention to February 20th through 21st because that's when this energy peaks. Remember, I told y'all Saturn is switching signs. So on these days, there's a critical aspect of Saturn conjunct Neptune at the 0 degree in Aries. I will explain for those of you that aren't really heavy into astrology. So we've got the planet of spirituality, dreams, and illusions colliding with the planet of stability, structure, karma, and realism. And then this is happening at the 0 degree in the sign of Aries, which is the very beginning of the zodiac. It's called the Aries point. There's nothing more new than this placement, as it's literally the spark of the universe. So yeah, I know a lot of rare energy in the sky because this alignment between Neptune and Saturn is supposed to happen once every 36 years or so. So it's basically been centuries since it's happened in Aries. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction is the point of that planetary parade of universal floats I was telling y'all about. So on February 28th, for all of y'all that need to see with your own two eyes, you can watch this universal post-Mardi Gras parade of planets in the order of Venus, Mercury, Saturn, on top of Neptune, Uranus, then Jupiter, in order along the ecliptic path. 2 weeks to the day after Mardi Gras, we'll have our South Node lunar eclipse in Virgo on March 3rd. Like I said earlier, I would give this eclipse season until the end of March, but really April when Uranus moves to feel like this season is finished. to feel like what feels like a fast is over. Now this summer, we'll start to move around again, but it shouldn't feel as from scratch as the spring resurrection energy. You should feel like a fresh start, so exploring this new era, right? You should feel a little more free and refreshed unless you have attachment issues. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, these transits, clinging will create chaos if you can't release the past. This is why. Jupiter shifts to Leo on June 30th, and it's going to remain there until July 2027. So sitting there in Leo, Jupiter is basically ready to expand everything, good and bad, for this transit, as it's sitting on the south node the whole time we shift from the north node in Pisces to the north node in Aquarius. So this whole north node in Aquarius era, you'll feel that. Okay, everything associated with this transit is going to be loud because it's supposed to be a period of motion. Okay, so this north node in Aquarius, south node in Leo transit is happening along that axis of creation, innovation, and hyperconnectivity. So these next 2 years will be where you lay the foundation of who you are, where you're headed, where you're meant to contribute, which relationships and groups are yours. And it will be fast-paced and shifty, so you'll have to adapt. This is an era where authenticity is a requirement, not an option. Settling won't be allowed. Performative energy will be stripped from you. This is a period of progress, contribution, and forward thinking. To be honest, things won't really slow down until the nodes shift again along the Capricorn-Cancer axis of stability and comfort, and that will be March of 2028. Okay, so until then, let the good times roll, like my people say.